Hi everyone, so I hear today that you are going to be drawing some bar charts in your lesson. Remember, this is one of your transferable skills from maths, and you've done bar charts many times in the past, including in primary school. We're going to focus on discrete data, and you need to remember that discrete data is when it can only take exact values. The other type of data is continuous, and that's things like height and weight, things that can take many values, not an exact one like the one that we're looking at today. So here I have my data. So I've got a frequency table showing how pupils from 8 King travel to school. So I've taken a tally of how they get to school, and I've put my data into a frequency table so I can see that 7 pupils came by car, etc. So I'm going to transfer this data now into a graph. What I have to do first of all is I have to remember that for discrete data, the bars do not touch. Okay, so I need to make sure I've got enough space to draw it so the bars aren't touching, and that they go across my x-axis along here. Okay, so you can see I've already split it into groups of 4, so I'm going to use 2 blocks in the middle to draw my bars. So if I label them, so I've got car, bus, walk, bike and taxi. Okay, so we would label this with types of transport. Okay, the next thing we need to do is figure out our frequency. So our frequency always goes on the y-axis, okay? So our frequency, the highest value we've got, that's what we're looking for. The highest value I've got here is 10. So I know that my scale on this side has to go from 0 to 10. Now I have to use the same jumps every time, okay? I can't choose to have a gap of 1 and then a gap of 3. So I have to do it in the same jump every time. So I'm going to go for 2 squares for every one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now you must remember that you write the numbers on the line, not in the squares. Okay, that's really important. So now I'm going to start drawing my graph. Let's label this part first, frequency. Okay, so let's draw the graph. So we're going to do car first, and it's 7 for the frequency. So I'm going to use pencil and ruler. You need to remember obviously that the bars aren't touching, and I said I'm going to use 2 in the middle, so I've got a gap either side of it. So I would draw a bar up to 7 like that, and then I just draw across. And that's why it's important to have the number on the line, because you always use the line of the squared paper. And now I continue to draw my bars. And now all I need to do is give my bar chart a title. So this is how pupils travel to school. And there is my discrete bar chart drawn.